In today's video, we're going to show you our top 5 most used tools while full-time RVing. So if you're full-time in an RV, whether it be Class A or trailer, whatever you may have, Class C, you're going to need repairs. There's always going to be something getting broke or breaking or needing fixing. So it's a good idea to have some tools, unless you're a millionaire and you have the time to go to a repair shop every time some little thing breaks.
I married a do-it-yourselfer. I was pretty fortunate.
For the most part.
Excuse me.
We don't do the heavy stuff, don't get me wrong. This is mainly for stuff on the house section of the RV and some minor mechanical repairs, like, I don't know,
slides and jack repairs.
Little stuff. Nothing,
just minor.
No motor stuff or anything like that. No, I don't do oil changes or anything like that. I let the shops do that. So we have a list of tools, and this is just our 5 most used tools.
Your most used tools.
Yeah, I guess I use them all.
Terry isn't included in
Terry knows how to go get them, though.
Yeah, I'm the runner.
The runner. So this is what we use the most on all kinds of repairs, from stuff inside on the cabinets, microwave blowing a fuse, air conditioner. I replaced an air conditioner. What else?
You've done a lot.
I replaced our steps. I don't know, the list goes on.
You've done that.
I'm getting ready to do a washer and dryer repair, so that's going to be another video, because apparently nobody wants to do it. The ones that want to do it want a lot of money, so it's a pretty big job. So we'll start with number 1. Our first one is a good cordless drill. We use a Ryobi, which I bought in a kit at Home Depot. And
it's a big box store.
It's the Ryobi Oneplus system. And the reason I went with this system is because all the batteries are never going to change according to the company. So you'll never have to worry about having different batteries. These batteries fit every one of their tools that they make in the Oneplus system, which is a lot. You can get leaf blowers. We have a fan. We have again, I bought the kit. It has a Sawzall, circular saw. I've used every one of these things, and I'll show you a picture of the kit. But I actually found the kit for $50 cheaper on Amazon, so we'll put a link in there for that. So this is the impact drill or driver, which I use a lot, more than anything, because it has this chuck, and I'll show you more why that. I like this better because these, if anybody's ever used a cordless drill at length, the chuck's always loosen up and your tool falls out. It's just a pain in the butt. But I do use this one from time to time for drilling holes or whatever, so you really need both.
Pro tip number 1 from Randy.
Yep, you need both. So, and again, that came in a kit, which I like the kit. It has everything I need. It's got a Sawzall. Sawzall can come in handy if you got to cut something, if you're doing a repair, any metal, anything like that, or simple as going into a campsite and there's some branches in the way, and you're able to get at them. You can just trim the branch off real quick.
Depending where you're at, because some locations you're not allowed to trim, obviously.
But, I mean, it depends. Yeah, exactly. Back to the Ryobi kit, right? This is the charger you want, okay? Ryobi sells a small charger. It's a 1 battery charger, and I've gone through 3 of them. For some reason, and I don't know why, they just stopped working. And it's a common problem with Ryobi. Apparently on all the forums you go on, that 1 battery charger, the 1 battery at a time charger that you can buy, is not very good. Doesn't
not reliable
at all. Like I say, I've gone through 3. I finally gave up on it, and I bought this. And I've used this for 1.5 years. It's a 6 battery charger, rapid charger. It's called a supercharger, and
it's worth the investment.
It's definitely worth it. Okay, number 2, and this is a must-have for any Tiffin or any other Class A motorhome, I believe. You need these bits right here. These are Milwaukee. This is a number 2 square bit. All right. You can go to a cheap store and buy a number 2 square bit at Harbor Freight. I did that. I stripped out 200 of them before I finally got smart. I actually found this when I was in Tiffin at Red Bay. The mechanics were using it, and I saw them, and I grabbed it. And he showed me what it was, and then I bought one at the Tiffin store. But you can get them on Amazon. I'll put a link in there for that.
I thought Cody was the one that gave us the recommendation.
It might have been Cody.
Yeah.
But somebody gave it to us. Anyway, these are a lifesaver. A lot of the motorhome manufacturers use this number 2 square bit. And if it's not hardened, you'll strip it right out. And you'll be spinning in the bit, and your screw or whatever you're trying to take out will be stuck there. These are 6 inches long, which the long ones, I use these on every repair, literally.
Just about.
I don't care what I'm doing. For the most part, it's the cordless drill is the first thing I grab, and these are the second thing I grab. And one's a Phillips bit, and one's a number 2. And you can pretty much take apart anything inside the motorhome with these 2 bits. I also follow that up with...
That was pro tip number 2.
These are kind of together. This is a Dewalt bit kit that I bought at Home Depot or Lowe's, one of the box stores. And basically, it's all the same bits, a little shorter length, but they're all hardened and they're high quality. And you got a couple of little sockets, which I use quite a bit, and then there's a box of all different bits. Now, back to that impact gun. This is the reason that I like these, because these are locking bits. So stick it in there, and you pull it out, and boom, it locks it in there, and you don't got to worry about your bit falling out. So, and then with this DeWalt kit, it has several of these. Like this is a 3-inch socket, and if you look in there, it's a little magnetic thing, so you won't drop your stuff when you're unscrewing it. So you pop that bad boy in there, boom, you got it.
And did you catch it was magnetic? It's
magnetic in there, yep. So, and this kit is awesome. I think I paid like $20 for it. And you can find them in the big box stores. It's very small, it's compact, it's got every bit you can think of in there. And $20, can't go wrong. Now,
is that considered pro tip 2?
I don't know what that is.
Part of pro tip 2?
That's part of, number 2. These are number 2s. So.
Okay.
The other thing is, these cordless drills, you know, all the new ones have LED light, which you need, because it's always dark in the motorhome when you're trying to work on something you can't see. Which leads me to number 3. This is number 3. You need a good headlight.
A headlamp.
Headlight. I call it a headlight. I actually got this from another YouTuber, Shad and Tara from...
Changing Lanes.
Changing Lanes. Years ago when I was watching him, he recommended this product. Okay, and I'll put a link in for it. And that's what it looks like. I bought it on Amazon. It comes with a charging port right here on the back. This is the batteries inside here. And I have used this literally for 2 years without one issue. It's super bright. The only thing you will notice...
Is it to walk the dogs
I
sometimes?
walk the dogs with it if it's dark. Like really dark and there's no lights, and that kind of thing, and we're out in the woods boondocking or something,
or in the state forest.
Yeah. So it's super bright. The only issue I have noticed with it is it gets pretty hot on your forehead. Like it won't burn you, but you'll start to sweat. But that is definitely number 3. This is the third thing I grab after I grab the drills.
That might be the first thing, depending on what time of the day it is.
And if it's inside or outside. Even outside, I use it, like when I did the slide repairs.
Are we on number 4?
Yeah, this would be number 4. Number 4, you got to have a good socket set. Sockets and wrenches. I use a Craftsman kit. My dad actually bought it for me when I was a kid. I still have it. This is the kit I'm talking about. And basically... you have some wrenches in here, and then you have your socket wrenches up top, along with some stuff, extensions or whatever. And then down here you have all your sockets. And I am missing a couple. So yeah, shout out to Terry for cleaning up my socket kit because they were knocked all over. And I just keep that in a side bay. And again, like when I did the step repair and the air conditioner repair, you're going to need some sockets.
Well, I cleaned it up when you were doing the squirrel cage the last time.
I like...
well, he was up on the roof. I needed to kill time.
I like having them in a kit like that to keep them organized. I just throw that in a bay. Tiffany makes a bay back here that is only about yay wide. It's not really good for anything, but that kit fits in there standing up perfectly, so it's good for that. And leading into number 5. Number 5 is you need a good wrench set. Got to have good wrenches. Those wrenches, I haven't even hardly used them. I have a complete other Craftsman wrench set, which I'll put a picture in for that, and I'll show you them in a minute when I get to is that number 5? Yeah, we're gonna throw an extra 5. One. We'll throw number 6 in there.
A bonus.
So, yeah, bonus
pro tip.
Yeah, it's not really a tool, but it is kind of a tool. So yeah, you got to have a good set of wrenches because you never know what you might need to wrench on if you're working on a sink or whatever, that kind of thing. And again, there's other stuff. You need pliers and miscellaneous hand tools and all that kind of stuff too, but this is just what we use the most in our travels. So that'll lead me into the pro tip number 6 or whatever it might be. Tool number 6.
Bonus
This
tip.
was a lifesaver. I did without it for the first year and I got tired. I basically had everything in well, let me show you.
Okay.
Let me show you what I did. And I got it right here. Dun, dun, dun. This is a Dewalt T-Stack. Basically what that does is that organizes everything. I keep my little screwdrivers and bits in here, infrared, magnet stuff, plumber's putty, miscellaneous screws. Always need screws. It's always something loosening up or stripping out, so you got to put some screws in there.
Zip ties is another thing you always need.
Screwdrivers, everything's organized. I bought 3 of these. They come in a two pack, 2 drawers each. So they stack on top of each other and they lock on. So this is actually 2 of them. And then I keep my wrenches and Allen wrenches in there. And the reason I went with this, because these motorhome manufacturers, none of their doors are big enough unless you use your main compartment to fit a toolbox into. I think this was only 16 inches wide if I remember right. So the nice part about this set is there's a lip down here. Right here. And it's about a 1/2 inch sticks up. But this is also raised up the way it's manufactured. So I can open a drawer. Look at that. And there's all my wrenches. So I can open a drawer without
Close it again.
Without it catching on that lip. All right, so the Dewalt T-Stack is a lifesaver for me because usually when something breaks, you might be on the road, you might be on the side of the road, you might be in a hurry, who knows. You could be trying to leave a campsite, something as simple as that, like checking out in your last minute or whatever. That keeps it organized. The way I had it before, I had another box. It was also a Dewalt box, plastic. But it was just like one big toolbox, like a handyman would carry. So whenever I needed a wrench or something, I'd have to take it out of the compartment, set it on the ground, open it up, dig through everything, find the wrench I need, put it all back. So this works so much easier and makes life so much simpler.
And I don't believe they were really that expensive.
They're not.
It's worth the...
I think they were 40... I'm going to guess around $40 a piece, each one. I mean, for $80 or $120. I bought 3. I got one on the other side on that other toolbox that I used to use, which I can show you. But again, they lock on there, so they're not going anywhere. They don't fly around in the compartment or anything like that. So that's the other side. That's the other Dewalt box, which is, it's in there sideways, and then it sits on top of a toolbox. So... I'm probably a little on that one, a little bit over the weight capacity, but they seem to roll fine. They're on nice rollers and they roll in and out. So that one, for being organized, is a lifesaver for me. I mean, I'm not as organized as some of the other people I've seen.
He truly isn't.
Like when you look at the people we mentioned earlier, changing lanes.
Well, you, me, and the RV.
That guy is. I met Chad at once
and you, me, and the RV we met filling stations.
And they're pretty good at organizing also. But Chad's an amazing organizer. Like, I don't know how he does it, but I don't have the patience like he does to do that. But he showed, he showed some videos of his show exactly how he organizes everything, and it's amazing. So, all right, so that's our list of our most used. 5 or 6. I don't know what you'll do.
Well, it'll be the top 5.
Top 5.
And then the rest are just bonus.
They're
tips.
just bonus ones. Yeah, we'll do that way. All right, so that's our top 5 most used, and a couple bonus ones, whatever we have there. Again, you're going to need an assortment of tools. This is just the tools we use the most, and we wouldn't leave home without, to be honest with you. So, unless you're money bags, you want to call an RV tech every time a door handle comes off or something happens.
Yeah, well,
which we don't do. So.
That's not realistic. So
the only time we'll go in for stuff is if I've never done it and it looks too daunting and I don't want to damage something, like the slide seals. I never installed them, so I didn't want to mess with the paint the first time, but now that I know how it's done, I think I could do it, no problem. So don't be afraid to tackle the little tasks.
Things.
Yeah,
just as if you were in your sticks and bricks.
The first year we owned the motorhome, we were scared of everything on it. I was scared of it all. I couldn't figure out nothing on it because.
Oh, you just didn't want to. You were afraid.
Afraid, yeah. But once you realize how they build them, then you're. It's not a big deal. Sort of like drilling the first hole in the roof.
Yeah.
That was a scary moment, but.
Well, we let a contractor
We
do
let
that.
him do it, but it's still scary. So, all right. So we hope you like this video. Hope it helps out and it helps you out a little bit. Make sure you comment below and click the subscribe and the like. Give us a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
And we'll see you in the next video.